Okay, so today's video is pretty tragic actually, and the reason why I say that is because two people just lost their life over YouTube drama. Literally what happened. And the context is that essentially this YouTuber known as Finny Da Legend, he was streaming in Las Vegas, and someone who he's not very fond of and he was heard beefing with for a while, it was somebody named Sin City Family. And so essentially they've been going back and forth, and actually it got to the point where there was actually copyright strikes involved, but naturally those had ended up getting reverted, as you'll take a look later on. And so that's where we are at now. So I'm just going to show you all the video in question and some other clips along with it, but essentially that's what happened. Of course, naturally I'm not going to show you the actual, death, but I believe it's important to see what had occurred beforehand.
Facts, donut.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. But I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I'm dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him. What are we doing, field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there. You better fucking believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told. Right? Somebody should.
So yeah, just two people just gone just like that. Literally no nothing else to it, just gone. Unfortunately for this story, the man in question, Sin City Family, actually turned himself into the police, and I believe he's facing double counts right now. And I don't know if he can actually get this one. I don't know how exactly it works, but I believe, especially with the videos that I've seen, especially with the one like him talking in his car, maybe he could get first degree because he literally planned. It looked like he planned it out and like looked for him and found. But I am no cop, no lawyer, none of that. But that's what it looked like to me. Just a personal observation of mine. But before we really get it, before we really go more into the story, I actually took a bit of a peek on with the whole with his channel. So I actually took a look at Finny Da Legend's channel. Like I said, he has about maybe 5,000 subscribers at the time of recording right now, and he had about 3,000 beforehand or 4,000 beforehand. And so yeah. So here I'm just showing like his content, and you see how he does live streams all the time. But you can actually see this video here where it talks about, look at what Sin City Family did to me. It's P Manny, and that's the name of the YouTuber in question. So I actually took a quick look at it because it's kind of crazy, like what kind of escalation we got to. But just take a watch.
Stupid, stupid, man, stupid, 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 stupid.
Dummy, you big dummy, you big dummy, you big dummy, you big cold-blooded dummy, you big dummy. See what you did? Oh no, you big dummy! Oh no, you big dummy! You dummy!
Know the song. Sing along.
Tie your eye. I think you're wrong in the high. I think you're wrong in the high. I think you're wrong in the high. Look at the white dude. Look at the white dude. Break it down.
Sorry, there's actually part of my research that for some reason I didn't have in my initial recording, so I'm just going to include it here while it's here. So when I actually looked into his channel a bit more, it actually turns out that I know I said like the beef had been going for a while, but like when I actually looked through Finny's channel, there was a lot of mentions of Sin City Family. It was a lot of mentions. Like, there was like countless. You could keep scrolling. You see me scrolling. So this is something that has been going on for like a pretty long time, okay? And so naturally, we're actually seeing the escalation of events. So it's not just one or two videos. No, it's like a chain series. And of course, this is not excusing what happened, and this is still, at the end of the day, a really stupid reason for someone to die. But I just want to give some more context to what was going on exactly. So I just want to put that in there before we continue. as you can see here, there was like references to the Cosby Show and stuff, and his copyrights ended up getting like, refuted. So, yeah, actually on YouTube it is a pretty big problem that people tend to misuse the copyright system like a lot, especially if you talk about other people. And I believe there's actually this one video I was watching by a YouTuber called I think Technicals, and it's about like how like Melee this betrayed a legend about like this old player named Hacks. I won't get into the whole video, but essentially people were filing like privacy complaints against to take down his video, which is like kind of insane because we look at it, these were group chats that are public, group chats that are out there, and they were still filing privacy complaints. So I don't know where people get entitled about that kind of stuff. That stuff genuinely baffles me. But back to our story at hand. Yeah, so I took a look at Sin City's channel, and it turns out that his channel had gotten terminated. Like, you can't find it. Like, if you see this monkey on the screen, like, that means the channel is gone. You can't find it. And so naturally, courtesy of the Wayback Machine, I decided to take a look, and he has about 41,000, he had about 41,000 subscribers, more or less. And so here we are with that. And he had, many different videos, vlogging different places. He had hotels and this and that. So he was living it pretty nicely. Okay, especially for IRL vlogging and IRL YouTubing. That's pretty impressive. But naturally, he threw it all away over some YouTube beef. I can't tell you like how, like it's like how dumb it is, but at the same time it's like I can't wrap my head around it. Because here's the thing too, right? When you really look at it, like being a content creator, it's kind of a double-edged sword, really. You can get some really high highs with it, and you can get some really good stuff out of it. You also get some really bad stuff out of it. Because I guarantee you, every single content creator has someone who's probably like logging or always watching their stuff. Someone who doesn't like them for whatever reason. Sometimes reasons are valid, but sometimes you get hated for having a personality. I know, it's weird. They're not like that. You'll have people do that. But never have, like, I ever seen somebody who despises somebody so much where you're going to go and stalk him and go and, allegedly take him out. It's really crazy. And the fact that, it's kind of, the saddest part is that, especially like IRL streaming and stuff, like he could have, been kind of like a educational channel if you think about it. Like, he could have shown people other cultures and showed that stuff, people who can't experience that stuff. It could have been great. But no, you lose it over some YouTube drama. Like, that's what kills me here. And it's not even just he allegedly takes out one person. He took out two people, a man and his wife. The wife had nothing to do with it, but you decided to take out both of them. So that's just human garbage to me. Like, there's not much I can add to it. Like, it's just garbage. And so, like, even for me, like as a creator, like I will sometimes talk about other people as well, like because if I catch people doing some stuff that's real weird or a little shady, like I'll talk about those people because like I believe that it's my right to not just call it out, but draw attention to it. And so like I don't want to be like self-conscious, like wait, am I gonna get taken out for talking about people like that? But it's like yeah. But also keep in mind though that this is something that is essentially has like a very 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 long history. It's not just one day he got up and wanted to do that. It was like many different videos, live streams, all that, and he finally decided to lose his mind. So it was really an escalation of events, but does not mean that it was okay. So anyways, but yeah, here we are, guys. In 2025, apparently YouTube drama is so crazy you gotta take somebody out because of it. So what do you want me to do? What do you do about it? Anyways, that's it for me today, guys. My condolences to the family of these people, unfortunately, and especially to his wife that was innocent in all of it. Really baffling to me, but yeah, guys, stay safe out there. That's really it for me today. See ya.